try to get where you can see me now.
Just throw a flashlight in your face.
No, I don't want to throw a flashlight in my face.
That'd be fun.
I'd be blind. You'd be driving the boat back. You won't get it on plane, so we'll be tomorrow before we get back to the ramp.
I've gotten it on plane before.
So you've not.
Just once.
You get it close and then you back off.
It freaks me out.
Oh. Turn that around. We're getting.
Yes, you're dumb.
Hey guys, we are out. I'll turn this around. You guys instead of watching me the whole time. We are out on the Ohio River tonight. Husband-wife date night. Don't have the little one tonight, and we are anchored up here. Hey, Jers, how's it going, man? We are anchored up here. We've got us a few lines out. Got a pink Tanglewood catfish rod. That's not mine.
Sure it is.
Got 3 Tanglewood Catfish Extremes, Muddy River Blue Cat rod, and a Muddy River Flathead rod over here. And oh, there's that bobber. Couldn't find that bobber for a second. I thought maybe we might have something on that rod. But we've been anchored up here now for about 20 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes, and got all our lines out. We're using just fresh cut shad tonight. And we're anchored up around this hardware, just bottom fishing, tight line in here. And we've already had, haven't got anything hooked yet, but I figured I'd go live because the Blue Cat rod was getting a bite a second ago. And while I was going live, one of the Tanglewood Catfish rods back here in the rack started dancing around a bit. So as we're starting to lose our daylight, maybe we're going to start picking up some action here. There's lots of surface action on the water now. A lot of that is gar, but we've got gar, and there's a gar out there messing around right now. Let's see if I can. If he comes back up, I'll show him. But we do have a lot of little bitty bait fish coming up and messing around. The birds have been coming in and eating those. Guys, this stretch of the Ohio River right now is a lake. There is no current here whatsoever. It is pretty though. We are just upriver from Shawneetown, Illinois. Can't see it in the thing, but right there on the horizon is the bridge there at Shawneetown. And you can see I found us what I hope's a pretty good spot back here. We've got mooring pylons everywhere. I did that hoping we might get a bite and do that. I can't stay alive a real long time. It seems like we start losing daylight. It's just pointless to stay live. But we'll stay on for a few minutes here. And catfishing with Slim, what's going on, man? How's it going? Let's see here. I'll try to get me something out of my camera bag over here if I can. There we go. That's the bait cooler / this is why you have a special woman. Mother, wife, teacher, nurse. And I missed the rest of that. And angler, I caught angler in there. Yeah, I think I'll keep her around. Let's see here. Matter of fact, I'll give you that for a minute. You narrate, I'll get something that's trying to get out of here. I was digging for something. I'll show you guys what it is in a second. Got my handy dandy Dieter Melhorn recommended camera holder here, phone holder here. I'm going to do that. And there, get it. Turn that around. Now try try to get that where you guys can watch those rods there behind me. We got 3 of them. You guys will be able to see those if we get a bite. But, we got us a barge moving in on us, but he's crawling, he's going to speed of smell. Show you what we got. A little bit of action on the fish finder. There's that. 82-degree water, no current. Makes for tough fishing out here, I'll tell you that for sure. But this is only the second or third time I've gotten a chance to use these. Second or third time I've gotten a chance to use this phone holder. Dieter Melhorn was using one of these in one of his videos, and I sent him a message and asked him where he got it because I really liked the looks of it. And he sent me back. I got this thing over, it was like $35 or $40 over at musiciansfriend.com. And it's not one of your average cheap phone holders. This thing's built like a tank, which is what I really wanted, because I didn't really want my phone to go to the bottom of the river.
Like your GoPro did.
Like my GoPro did. I was getting ready to say that. I had a GoPro Session 4 that I had bought off of Facebook Marketplace for $100, and I did not get a year out of it. I was back behind Kentucky Dam on the Tennessee River. Fish back there jumping. And was back there behind the dam and was trying to put it on the camera mount, and one of the screws had fallen out of the camera mount. I didn't notice it, and the camera went right off the side of the boat. Went sink down to the bottom of the Tennessee River. That's discussed in the blooper reel. Kentucky Catman Outdoor Adventures. Hey, what's going on, man? We're chilling out here by Shawneetown. That's Kentucky right there, right behind me. We actually use the Kentucky boat ramp because the Shawneetown, Illinois boat ramp sucks. It's horrible. You can't use it. It's impossible. But the Kentucky's got a nice. Wishing I was fishing. Well, I ain't gonna lie. It's nice being out here, but it'd be a whole lot nicer if we get a bite. Restart that timer. We're gonna put everything back out here. We hit our 25-minute timer here. Hang that thing up. You guys don't want to look at my leg.
Because that's so much better. Here, I'll help you out here.
That'll work.
At least now they can see your face and not your butt.
See what we got here. That's missing one bait. Got a gizzard shad here. Gizzard shad tail. That's what we're using today, guys. A fresh cut gizzard shad. We went up to the dam today. We were going to try to catch some Asian carp, and if we could have got into those today, there were some guys catching them. It's deep over there. That one almost snagged on. See what this one's got. This one's got a full shad on there. That's all tangled up bad. Peel and drag. What's up, man? I ain't seen you in forever. See what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this whole shad here, and I'm gonna fillet him down the side and make him bleed a little bit.
He's gonna let him bleed on me.
There we go. We got him open up now. We got a double hook Carolina rig on him. Why is that thing out? There must be just enough current in this thing to cause us issues. This will be our last timer. We're gonna lose our daylight. Hung up. There we were. I don't know how that happened.
Sure, we've been sitting still.
Sitting still, and we were right, hung up right away from the boat. Now we lost our top bait. We'll put that back with the. We'll just put back there with that one. There we go. Right next to the pylon. The fish are jumping. We might get a fish to the boat no matter what. We got that barge is on its way, and barge is on its way, and we've got Asian carp jumping. Check this in here. We'll pitch it up shallow. We'll pitch it up way shallow this time. Yep. That's got to be baby Asian carp. Well, that's our one that was getting a bite. We need another piece of shad. We'll put shad's head on there. Throw that up there in Star City. All right, those three are fixed. Go around. Caught any? No, buddy, we ain't. We went up and went to the dam. We went to J.T. Myers Dam and screwed around for about an hour, trying to come up with us a Asian carp. I was throwing a spoon on an ugly stick, and had one. I think had something bite. Pulled a bunch of line, but that was it. Let's check this one here. That one's still got stuff on it.
Are you coming back here or staying up there? Because right now they see nothing.
Do what? Oh, it's hanging back there. If you'll handle that, I'll handle these. Let's check this one. This one might be bait to stick. This is the one that was getting bit and then it stopped.
Let's turn this around.
Yep.
I'd rather see him than see me.
Got our bait. That's that one that was getting right a minute ago. We'll get us another shad here. Hook that up. This reel and I ain't got along for a while, so you might be fixed to watch me backlash this real bad. Nope. We'll let those sit. Did we get one back there? Nope. Nope, thought we were for a second. But, oh. We're going to lose sight of our bobber. We need to fix that.
You move around too much. You know that?
Trying to do stuff. Gotta fix our bobber here.
Sorry, guys.
She just scared herself. I hit the power trim, guys. I just watched her jump.
Yeah, I did. That was beautiful. You can see it like going all the way across there.
Oh, you can see it on the camera?
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, good. There we go.
If
We'll
I
let
can get
that
this
thing
stuff
float out there for a
set
while.
up there.
And
Yeah, you can see it on camera right now.
that'd be good. That's what we want to really get a bite. You know it's bad on the river when you can throw a bobber out there and it just kind of hang out wherever you throw it, because there is no current down here right now. And I was hoping that being up there suspended like that, we might get a guard's attention, but so far we've not gotten anything's attention there. But this will be our last timer that we're going to head back to the boat ramp and get back in. But we just kind of been. This makes about maybe the fourth time that I've even been on this stretch of the river. Just started fishing this not too long ago. We'll see what we can come up with. That one will hear. That one's got the clicker on. We might get bombarded with Asian carp in a second. Fish are already starting to jump as this barge approaches.
Well, Lord, it's taken him like 45 minutes to go half a mile.
Yeah, he's going the speed of smell, which is fine with me because it means we're not going to get killed by his weight.
The other ones done come through here today. It didn't take them no time to get up the river.
No, they're moving. There we go, on this one now. That's what he's messing with.
He's messing with the...
He's messing with the Muddy River Blue Cat rod. See it, guys, get the bite. But I just saw a big old gar come up there and roll around on the surface right before we started getting the bite. So You know what this is.
Mosquito attacking me.
You feel them down. Maybe he'll take it. I'd take a gar. One, I think that'd be my first gar caught on a video here. Other than that, well, no, I put out a video about gar not too long ago. Problem with those things is they've got narrow mouths and they got a real bony mouth. And they'll peck that bait. You just peck, 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 and they'll peck it to death till it falls off. That's what's going on now. It's poking that thing and pecking at it. I mean, it's a big flathead to come along. Run these gar out. Maybe we get a barge bite. Maybe we get us a live YouTube barge bite. That'd be okay. We'll run out of data before we get our barge bite because this guy's taking forever. But
You're reminding me of like Jeff Corwin right now. Between that shirt you're wearing and the way you're like talking about stuff. Like, I don't know. Jeff Corwin, Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin, I know who he is. I have no clue who Jeff Corwin is.
Yeah. He's another animal dude. Crikey.
What we're going to do here is we'll catch a scar. We're going to jam our thumb right in his butthole.
Oh my god.
That's how you make it real mad.
Well, it'd make anybody mad.
Yeah. I think that was a South Park thing. They kept talking about that with the crocodile hunter.
I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes right now.
Yeah, we've lost our sun. We've lost our current. No, we didn't have any current, but we are starting to get the effects of the barge now. We're starting to feel the weight off of it.
I can finally no longer see you. You are an outline.
Yep, we're losing our light.
It has turned into silhouettes. Gorgeous sunset though tonight.
Yeah. See the barge on there?
I can see the lights.
Lights of it. Well, guys, I know you can't see me. Everybody's silhouette or something, but you can hear me. I've been thinking very seriously about starting up doing a weekly live broadcast. Probably on Sunday nights would be my best bet. One, because that's right in the middle of my weekend, so I have that night off. And two, because Saturday night, Friday night, people are doing stuff. Sunday night, not so much. Everybody's getting ready to go to work the next day. Whoa!
That was a huge Asian carp.
I thought he was coming in here.
The ripples off that.
There were two of them.
Oh, it was two? I thought he was like skipping, like the rock was skipping. I mean, it looked kind of cool.
There were two of them. But watch out there again. There'll probably be one jump in a second.
There's the barge going by too. That's a pretty net.
There's a stinking Asian carp.
It was pretty cool watching them over at the dam a while ago. I wish I could have got some video of that.
Oh yeah, we need to.
They were going crazy.
Bring the other camera.
The camera with the zoom. You can hear the barge. Right there.
Yeah, we're moving a little bit. There we go. Turn the nav light on.
We can get this to focus here.
Yeah, we're getting to the point that I can't see the rods either. So.
Oh, I was trying to look at the fish finder. Oh, there we go.
Anything good on there?
Oh, they're all over the place.
There's Asian carp coming through here. No, yeah, they're swimming through. There's some good ones down about 9 feet. Right there, guys. Look at those. And when you start seeing fish, I don't know about you guys, but on a hummingbird, for me, when I start seeing fish on the down imaging and the side imaging, it means I've got some pretty good fish there. There went another.
Yep.
It's pretty though.
Mm-hmm.
Any one of these rods double over. That's what we do. Whatever was
Can't
messing
hear
with it,
you.
left it alone. No, guys, I'm been thinking very seriously. Haha, she just got her hand.
I just got slimed by shad.
There you go.
Ew.
She just got the shad.
She play with that. I gotta wipe off. Ah.
Let's turn this around here. There we go.
Your hand is covered in shad scales. I'm a mermaid.
She's a mermaid now. I'd like one of these rods double over, but I don't know that's going to happen tonight. We got a late start. We're fishing a spot that we're actually upriver about 200 yards from a spot that I have caught fish at before, but I wanted to fish all around this hardware to see if there was anything up around it. But oh, blue cat rods get ready to go down and go down hard. Look at it.
I doubt they can see that.
Um,
I see it. Oh, 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 oh. Ah. You probably can't see this, I'm sure. I wish you could turn on the, flash on it. Let's see it a little bit.
Nah, we'll have every bug in the county.
Well, give it to me. I'll play with it if I need to. I can kind of see the outline of the rod. I saw it go down.
Yeah, it went down, touched the water. Muddy River blue cat rod.
It's still hanging out.
And some of that might be barge weight. We're starting to get it now. We might get us a barge bite. We might get us a live YouTube barge bite. That'd be cool. I'd take that. You don't know how ready I am to get the catfish boat back up and running. I took it out for the first time last
I can see you
week.
good now.
Took it out for the first time last week since I repowered it. I popped the power head on there. Truth be told, I might ought to move me one of those rod holders right back here.
I couldn't hear you. You turned away from me.
So truth be told, I might ought to move me one of these rod holders right back here. And I could just reach over and grab that thing.
Instead of having to get up, move around the windshield.
So they have to get up and move around the windshield. He pulled good, but that's a gar. That was hands down, that was a gar bite. That's how they do it. They pull and they yank and they go crazy, and all they're doing is just sit there picking your bait to death. But I'd take one. They're fun to catch. I caught a pretty good sized one out here a couple weeks ago. I had my dad out here with me. But oh, back to what I was talking about. I am thinking about, you guys leave feedback, let me know what you think, but my nights off are Saturday night and Sunday night, and I work midnight, so when you got, at night when everybody's sitting at home watching YouTube, I'm usually asleep. So I'm up during the day and everybody's at work during the day. I'm a zombie. But I'm thinking about starting doing a live broadcast, maybe Sunday nights for about an hour. Somebody commenting.
Something smells fishy.
But who was that?
Oh, it went away.
Oh, it went away. But
It just popped up and it went away.
now they had. I think about starting to do a live broadcast. Be about an hour every week. Probably start doing it on Sunday nights. If I'm out on the water, whenever the time comes, then we'll do it out on the water. And otherwise, we'll do it there at the house, in the shop or something like that. Might pour some lead and do a tackle talk kind of thing. And another big old fish jumping. But the guys, leave feedback down in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd watch it. And if I do decide to do a live video once a week, what you'd want to talk about. She's getting eaten by mosquitoes. I am too.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool. Who was that? Peeling.
Jersey.
Oh, Jersey. Yeah, let's start doing that. Especially, it's going to cool off for too long, which is going to make the fishing good. But it's going to take our daylight away and make a whole lot earlier. We're not going to be able to be out here night fishing. I mean, it's just now 7:36, and we're almost dark down here. I mean, I had to reach in and put the bow light on. I ain't put the anchor light on yet. So we might get a fish in the boat still yet, and it might not be of any of our doing. It might jump in here. By luck, it's going to jump in and whack me right upside the head while I'm here on live, and everybody is that'd be the one to go viral. You want the weekend angler to go viral. Big old Asian carp come up, knock me in the head, knock me out. That'd go viral. And that's fine with me. It'd be funny. I'd laugh. I'd laugh if it happened to somebody else. I'd certainly laugh if it happened to Heath. I hope he's watching tonight. If he is, he better leave a comment. But I think he and I are going to try to come out here tomorrow sometime and mess around out here. He's on vacation this whole week, so he want to do some fishing. We got his boats down, and we're trying to figure it out. I'm good with Mercury Motors, and this one's throwing me for a loop. But
There's a timer.
timer. That's been another 25 minutes since we did that. So
They say Asian carp are tasty.
I've heard that too, and I was supposed to try one back in May. I went down behind Kentucky Dam, and I was catching skipjack for a catfish tournament that Heath and I fished. We posted that video. That's that tournament there at Wren Lake that we won. And I was down there behind Kentucky Dam catching me up some skipjack, and managed to hook one of those Asian carp somewhere about 7 or 8 pounds. And I had an advantage that carp didn't know about. I'd spooled that spinning rod with 20-pound braid, and had a swivel tied onto it, and my main line, or my leader line that had my jig heads on it, had 20-pound mono on it. And so when that Asian carp bit, he wasn't getting away. It was still a long fight, but I got him in, and I took him to my cousin because he was wanting one. He was going to smoke it. He heard they're really good smoked, and so he cleaned that thing up, was going to cook it up, and he told me, he said, when you get done Saturday at that tournament, come out and I'll have some of this fish. Well, when we got done with that tournament, we were both so wore out that we didn't feel like going anywhere. I went home, and I think we ordered a pizza instead, and I didn't get to eat no Asian carp. But we're going to try to come up here tomorrow probably and mess around up there by the dam, see if we can get into those. I'd like to have 3 or 4 of them. They're bony. I do know they're bony. I've watched the videos on cleaning them, but I wouldn't mind trying to clean one out a little bit and grill it up or something. I bet they'd be good. Maybe fry it. I don't know. I know that they cook it up every year. That reminds me, while I'm thinking about this, guys, the last weekend, for those of you that are close, Peel and Drag, you're not too far away to go to this at all. If you're still on there watching, the last weekend of September, the last full weekend of September, which would be next week. No, weekend
Weekend of
after.
the 28th.
The weekend of the 28th. there is at John A. Logan College in Carterville, Illinois. They do the celebration of the National Hunting and Fishing Days. And they've got a big thing set up. There'll be tons of vendors there. They've got a bass tournament during the day. They'll do the weigh in of the bass tournament on Saturday about 3 o'clock or something like that. Uh, you can get on their website. I think it's www.sihfd.org. But if you get on Google, Google's your friend, type in Southern Illinois Hunting and Fishing Days, and it'll find that for sure. It's a 2-day event. We go there every year. Uh, Sometimes it's really good, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's not too good.
Sometimes it's nothing but duck hunter stuff.
Sometimes it's nothing
And
but
nothing else.
duck calls. You will hear duck calls and goose calls the whole time you're there. But
The dogs are always cool.
they do have the dock dog competition. We might go to that this year. Go live during the dock dog competition.
Caitlin always loves that.
My daughter loves that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm 38 years old and I love that. What they do, they got a big old tank full of water, and they've got a platform, and these people with the retrieving dogs get up there. They throw that dummy way out there. That dog will go running, and they see how far that dog can jump. And it's really cool to watch. It's, if you're up close, you're going to get splashed. The dogs have a good time. The spectators have a good time. Everybody has a good time at the dock dogs. But we might try to go live for that this year. But guys, if you want to, if you get a chance, it's not that. I mean, depending on how far away you are, I think it's a national thing. So I'd say there's probably other celebrations of it. But ours is the last weekend of September at John A. Logan College in Carterville.
They always have some good like speakers and stuff.
They
They
do
usually have
have
some pros.
Yeah, you know what? That was where
Last year they had the crocodile.
the Turtle Man.
Turtle
was there.
Man, yeah.
I
Turtle
didn't-
Man was there last year.
I didn't even go around there. I ain't a fan of him. But my dad is. My dad loves him to death. He gets on my nerves in a hurry. But
Speakers are always good to listen to. It's kind
Yeah.
of like,
you know, one of my favorite bass techniques anymore is the shaky head. I've really gone almost predominantly finesse when I bass fish now. I like it better, and I seem to catch better quality fish doing it.
can't believe you're admitting that on YouTube.
That I go finesse.
I can't believe you're saying that.
I know it. I go finesse.
Because
for
you know
bass.
all your competitors for the bass tournament are watching this.
Yeah, and they
If
don't.
they're not yet, they will.
Yeah, none of them like to finesse, so I'm safe. They know I finesse bass, but we were there a few years ago, and the old boy was talking about shaky heads, and I had never fished a shaky head in my life, and
Taking notes.
and he was who's taking notes?
Next level start. He's taking notes.
But I had never fished a shaky head in my life. And this guy started talking about it. Well, they've got this tank that's full of bass that they shock up out of Crab Orchard Lake. So these fish they don't want to eat. You know, they are in there. They're not happy about being moved out of the lake. We've got a Crab Orchard Lake. If you guys have ever fished it, is a very, very murky lake. It's very muddy water. And here they get put in crystal clear fish tank. These fish are not happy. And he was throwing that shaky head out there, and it wasn't hardly hitting the ground that he was getting bit, and he was getting bit a lot. And it got me thinking. It got me picking up a little bit of stuff to do some shaky heading, and it worked out pretty good. It's become one of my favorite techniques. I keep watching one of these is moving around, and I don't know which one. I keep hearing it, but I don't catch it. But we are completely out of daylight, guys. Even the bobber over there is sitting there doing nothing. So I think we're going to cut this one off. Guys, probably start doing that in a couple weeks. The live broadcast. We'll definitely go live if we make it over to Hunting and Fishing Days. Guys, while I've got you, next Saturday, that is the 21st of September, I believe, is the Mississippi River Monsters Tournament down at Memphis, Tennessee. And I am going to be down there. I'm going down Saturday morning sometime. I won't be there for launch because those old boys that are fishing that are launching at about 3 in the morning. I'm going as a spectator. I would have loved to have gone as a competitor this year, but things just didn't quite work out. I still don't have that catfish boat propped the way I want it to be. But I'm gonna be headed down there to check out the vendor area, and we're gonna be going live during the weigh-in, which is down there at the Bass Pro Shops Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. Guys, if you get down there, you see me around, come and see me, come say hi, and I may have something for you. I may stuff my pockets full of gear of some sort, and if you come up and find me during live broadcast, you're liable to get something handed to you to take home, so my pockets ain't so heavy. So guys, I'm gonna cut this one off. We're gonna Barge he started moving once he got past us. He's way up there now, but we're getting eat up by bugs, and we ain't had a bite in a while other than that gar bite. So I know without a doubt in my mind that thing's doesn't have no bait. We'll reel it in while we're on here, just in case he is hooked up, but I know he's not. No, he ain't.
I wasn't gonna hold my breath.
No, I wasn't either.
Yeah, the fish finder looks a little different now. It's much more sparse now that
well,
everything passed.
All the bait fish moved back in too. Look at the sonar side.
Yeah, it changed up a little bit.
Yeah. You got our bait.
They're still fishies, but they don't look quite as impressive as Walgo.
Yeah. So we done all we could do tonight. We're gonna get our lights up, or get our anchor light up. That way we're legal. Get these anchors out of the water and go back to the boat ramp, head back to the house. So guys, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate you making comments, whatnot in there. It makes it fun. I like going live. I'd like to do it more. Just here lately, it's been so stinking hot that the fish have been messed up, and even when they're not, we've been busy. Guys, I've got projects upon projects upon projects right now. I've got, I just bought me one of those little plastic 2-man bass boats. Found it on Facebook Marketplace for 150 bucks because the foam inside of it was all saturated like the Bayliner was. And I got it home, separated the boat, and chopped up that foam with a Harbor Freight machete. And we got video of that. We're gonna make a video when this thing's all done, get this boat back on the water. And that's gonna be my little puddle jumper for messing around in skinny water like the big. You can make
Yes, squirrel, Josh.
I didn't say squirrel. I'm waiting to get hit in the head with Asian carp, but that's gonna be my puddle jumper for messing around in the big.
Should find out where Fat Boy Dan's fishing and go sneak up on him.
Oh, that'd be funny. He's right. Fat Boy Dan, we are in your neck of the woods, man, because we went back by the Wabash River just a little while ago. I showed my wife the confluence where Wabash runs into the Ohio. That's where we're at, and that's where we were. We're not down there no more, but we could have gone upriver. I think old Fat Boy Dan was taking a kayak trip today. We could have went and found him, but yeah, we're gonna get off here, get off the water, and we ain't done no good tonight, but you know, hey, it could be a lot worse.
Mike, we are anchored right now.
Yes, we're doing.
Yeah.
One of these is going to jump in the boat here in a minute.
I want it to happen.
I want it to happen. I tell you what, if an Asian carp jumps in the boat, it's going home with us, and I'm gonna cut him up. We're gonna eat him.
I want to see an Asian carp jump in your lap.
There's one jumped right back there a couple weeks ago, come flying in on the back, and I had the camera up there on the driver's side console facing me, and you could watch the whole thing just right there like a silver missile coming into the boat. But we need one. I want to get one, and I want to chunk it up and use it for catfish bait. See if one of them will bite.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get the rest of these lines out of the water while we stay live. And
They can't see that.
They can't see that. But I can ramble.
You can ramble. Oh, this light in the sky.
Wonder. Oh, there it is. Wonder if Phones is watching.
No clue.
You watch at some point. He was laughing at Mom in the.
Doesn't he work tonight?
No, he's off.
Wow. Okay.
He's off. Oh no, he might. Yeah, he's off Friday, Saturday.
See the little flashes of light where the bobber is coming up.
There you go, carp.
Just gonna taunt it.
Yeah. There's a gar or something keeps jumping over.
Is there anything even attached to that bobber anymore?
Yeah, there's a big chunk of gizzard shad.
Just asking. Not like I could see it come out of the water.
Yeah, we didn't even have nothing mess with these baits tonight. Trying some new hooks too.
Oh my
Trying some of the I think these are the Reapers by James R. Wood of Hooker's Terminal Tackle. I bought some of those and some of the backstabbers.
Hey, we can see you again. In the light of the fish finder.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good country song.
By the light of the fish finder.
By the light of the fish finder.
Cranky. Now we feed fish.
I'm not allowed to feed the fish.
Guys, somebody tell my wife. Yes, you know.
Are you talking to?
I don't know what just happened there, but that sounded cool. There was a blue heron making a ruckus, and then there was a big splash, and then he flew off, madder than heck.
That was cool that one night when we were out bank fishing, and then we got to hear the
Oh yeah, there was one
the
got in a fight with
heron
a
and the bobcat fight. And I'm not convinced the bobcat won.
I don't think the bobcat won that one.
I think the heron won that one. Because that kitty screamed.
Alright, there's that. Net.
I fed the fish.
Yeah.
I hope I
okay
fed.
when you're done fishing. It's when we've got baited lines and you're trying to toss. That's where we got baited lines and you got trying to toss.
Well,
cut
any
pieces of
other
tail.
time you will use up the whole fish. But
I
that-
don't use the tail.
There's plenty of times the tail is attached.
Not very often.
I did not want to sit with the tail.
It's like that old Shel Silverstein thing, that mermaid.
What?
There's a song, it's on YouTube. Somebody could look it up if they wanted to. Go get the anchor here.
Oh.
One anchor.
All the rods up?
Yeah, all the rods are up.
Did you? I can't see anything over the... Okay, yeah, never mind. I was looking for something, but you already got it. I thought the net was still up in the rod holder.
Oh, no, I got it. Two anchors. Trolling motor out away from all this hardware. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to stick the anchor light, or the nav light here in the back. And we've done all the damage we can do tonight. So we're going to get to the house. Yeah.
What was that?
Old blue river mud.
River mud.
Huh?
Yeah.
Old stinky blue mud.
Ooh. Ow. Stuck my foot.
Sorry. Your wallet.
Oh, thank you. Guess let's not lose my wallet.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it quits, and that's me. Let's just get a reflection off my head. Oh, that's too bright. Look at that. All right, guys, we're gonna call it quits before these bugs carry me off. Appreciate you sticking around with me tonight. Wish we could have put a fish in the boat, but you know, hey, that's what happens sometimes. So, guys, have a good one. Appreciate you watching my videos, and next time you're in Omaha, I'll take you up on Missouri River and catch some nice blues and nice flatties. I will take you up on that first chance I get. Thank you, sir. So, guys, I'll put thing out on my Facebook and Facebook page, The Weekend Angler. Let you guys know what we're coming up with for the live broadcast. It'll be probably on Sunday nights, coming up real soon for about an hour, and we'll go from there. But guys, thanks for sticking around. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.